15th of October, Rabbi Levitt, Nehemia. Back to Nehemia.
Yeah.
Okay. I discussed with Rabbi first the rest of this week, and he wants to stay on the Friday schedule. In other words, he wants to learn from 9:30 to 10:30 each day this week. You want to follow that, or do you want to do differently?
Yeah, that's fine. That works.
Okay,
That's
great.
good.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see here. We were in Perik Tess,
Yes.
and hmm,
Excuse me a second. I have to take a call. Hello, Rabbi? Hello? Hi, how are you? I heard you were the doctor for my grandson over the holiday. He got a bang on his forehead. Well, thank you so much for your help.
okay. Morning, Mayor. How you doing?
Very good holiday. We were family. Everything came out pretty well. Thursday the 23rd. All right, very good. Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye. Hello, I'm back.
Okay, so we're trying to figure out what pasuk we're on over here in Perik Tess. I have marked down we're on pasuk Tess Vav.
Test Vov. Yeah, that makes sense. That could be.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start from here. Perik Tess, pasuk Tess Vav. Yeah. Okay, so Lou, you want to start?
Okay. Velechem mishamayim nasata lahem lir advam umayim misela hotsesa lahem litz ma'am vatomer lahem lavo lireshes es haaretz asher nasatsa es yadcha lases lahem. Okay, so let's see, that's 15. You gave them bread from heaven for their hunger and brought forth water from a rock for their thirst. You told them to enter and inherit the land about which you had raised your hand in oath to give to them. Okay, so we're getting a description here of what happened in the Midbar, I guess, with Moshe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the commentary says, you gave them bread from heaven for their hunger. The phenomena of manna, bread from heaven, was another example by which God used miracles to bring the Jewish people closer to him, according to the Ralbag, and brought forth water from a rock for their thirst. On two occasions, Shemos 17:6 and Bamidbar 20:11, Hashem extracted water from the rock for the Israelites, according to Ralbag. He told them to enter and inherit the land. Hashem's promise that the Israelites would inherit the land was stated in Moshe's remarks to the people. In Devarim 121, see, Hashem your God has placed the land before you. Go up and possess, according to the Malbim. According to Ralbag, our passage refers to Hashem's instructions to the Israelites in the wilderness to send spies to the land of Canaan, the Midbar 13.
Oh, that's what we were in the middle of.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. I remember discussing that because it seemed to be saying that Hashem wanted us to do it. Whereas the general understanding is Hashem did not want us to do it. So they might capture the land more easily. See Ramban to Rashi and Rashi to Bamidbar 13:2. About which you raised your hand in oath. This refers to Shemos 6:8. I shall bring you to the land about which I raised my hand to give it to Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Rashi, and Matsudos. Hashem's promise to the patriarchs is stated in Bereshis, in all these different places. The raising of Hashem's hand denotes his oath, Ralbag.
Okay. Okay, very good.
I don't think we resolved this question about how come it says here that Hashem wanted us to go, and we understand from the Midrash that Hashem did not want us to go.
Yeah, I don't. So we took a look at the Rashi, and yeah, Rashi said what you said was not Hashem's idea. The Daitcha, if you want to send, but I'm not telling you to send. And then we were in the middle of the Ramban, there was a lengthy Ramban about this on this pasuk over here. So we were in the middle of it. You want to continue with the Ramban?
I wouldn't mind. This is important fact.
Okay, so let's take a look at this Ramban. This is the Ramban in the beginning of Parshas Shlach. Okay. Good Gimel Shlach. Okay, so we'll just start the Ramban from the beginning over here. Shlach Elcha Nashim L'Daitcha. He's quoting Rashi over here. So we get Rashi for free as well.
Wow, what a
Ani
deal.
Eni Mitzvah Lecha. What?
I said, wow, what a deal.
Yeah. So Rashi brings from this is somewhere in the Medrash, I believe. Ani Eni Mitzvah Lecha. That's what it means when it says in the pasuk Shlach Lecha Anoshim. You send these Anoshim. Im tirtze shalach. If you want to send them, so send them. Lefi shabol Yisrael. In other words, how did this whole idea of Meraglim come about? Was it something that Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu? Now, Moshe Rabbeinu, you're going into Eretz Yisrael, and you got to send Meraglim. Is that how this whole idea started? No, that's not the way it started. How did it start? Lefi shabo Yisrael, v'omru nishlecha anashim lefanenu. There was a delegation of Jews that approached Moshe Rabbeinu with this request, this demand that they send anashim in front of us, before us. Moshe Nemar, like it says in the pasuk, "B'tikravun elai kulachem." Now this is actually a pasuk in the beginning of Sefer Devorim in Mishnah Torah. Over there, Moshe Rabbeinu gives us more about the whole, starts off the whole episode of the Meraglim. So, okay, really we should look over there also, but let's take a look over there. I think that's important. Now we got to get a Sefer Devorim. And there'll be Rashi over there and probably Ramban over there too.
What was the pasuk again, please?
The pasuk is in Devorim. Perik Aleph pasuk Chaf Beis.
Chaf Beis 22. Aleph 122. You approached me, all of you, and said, "Let us send men ahead of us and let them spy out the land and bring word back to us, the road on which we should ascend and the cities to which we should come. So it sounds like it was the idea of the people.
Right. Wasn't Hashem's idea, and it wasn't Moshe Rabbeinu's idea either.
Right. And Rashi says, as a rabble.
Yeah, they bring on the. Yeah, okay. So that's that. And continuing in the Ramban, um, in Bamidbar. So he just quoted that pasuk in Devorim, and now he's continuing, and he's actually continuing to quote Rashi in Bamidbar. Moshe nimlach b'shchina. So Moshe Rabbeinu, before he did anything, he consulted with the Shechina. Amar.
More like 12.
And he said, Ani amarti lehem, shehi toiva. Who's talking here? I think Hashem is talking. I told them that it was a good land. Shenemar, Ela eschem me'ani Mitzrayim el eretz toiva. I'm taking you up. Hashem was the one that took them out of Mitzrayim. I'm taking you out of Mitzrayim from the Oni of Mitzrayim, the what do you call it? The Oni of Mitzrayim, the affliction of Mitzrayim, El Eretz Tova, to a good land. Chayehem is by your life, is a language of oath. Shani noten lehem makom litaot b'davar. Says Hashem, I am going to give to them a place, meaning a situation, a circumstance that they are going to make a mistake in. Hamaragli, the devar hamaraglim, in this matter of the maraglim. Laman lo Yeshua, in order that this people should not inherit that land that I swore to them that I was going to give them. So that's Lashon Rashi, the Ramban quotes. So the Ramban continues from there. Lashon Rashi mi divrei agoda. Divrei agoda sounds like Gemara. Gemara in Sota, Lamadad Land base. Okay, v'yesh kan lishol. Now the Ramban starts to ask before he gives you his view of the matter. He starts to ask a number of questions on the whole episode. V'yesh kan lishol. There's what to ask over here. In Cain, if this is so, Moshe atzmo chata be'inyan. Moshe himself sinned in this matter of the Meraglim. Shenemar v'itav be'inai hadavar. That's another pasuk that Moshe Rabbeinu says, and the matter appeared good to me, in my eyes. V'lama amar lehem be'inyan ha'aretz hatova hi imra'ah. And furthermore, why did Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was instructing the Meraglim, he was giving them orders how they're going to what are they going to do over there when they get into Eretz Yisrael? He said why did Ramban is asking, why did he say to them, see whether the land is good or not good? What do you mean, see whether the land is good or not good? Hashem said the land is good. Why did Moshe Rabbeinu say, Hatova hi imra'ah? That's a pasuk in the midbar, right over here, Yud Tes. Let's take a look at this pasuk. Yud Gimel, Yud Tes. Yeah, Moshe Rabbeinu said to them, Yishlach osam Moshe lasuris haaretz. Moshe sent them to spy out the land. Yomer aleihim, he said to them, Olu zeh b'negev, go up to the land in the south, Balisem esahar, go up on the mountain, Reisem esaaretz mahi, and take a look at the land. What is it? V'esa'am hayoshev aleha, and the people that are dwelling there. Chazakhu harafeh, are they strong or weak? Hama'athu imrav, are they not so many, or they're very plentiful? Umaha aretz asher hu yoshev ba, and what about the land itself that these people are dwelling in? Imra'ah, hatova hi imra. Is it a good land or is it a bad land? What's the Havamim to say that it's a bad land? Hashem told them that it's a good land. So the Ramban is asking questions on Moshe Rabbeinu. Why did he say these things? He's got another question. V'od. Oh, yeah. Achash nemar lo mitchila shehi tova urachava. Hashem already told him that it was a spacious and good land. V'od, and certain furthermore, ma osu hamaraglim ki Moshe amar lehem reisem esa aretz mahi ve'esa am hayoshev aleha chazak hachazak hu harofeh hama'at hu imrav. And furthermore, what did the Meraglim do? Because Moshe Rabbeinu instructed them to in what it is that they're supposed to find a fact finding the mission over there. He told them what they're supposed to find facts about. Va'amar lehem ba'arim hamivchanim. No, I didn't say that word right. I got it mixed up. Where is that pasuk? That's in pasuk Yud Tes. Let's see. What's that word? Yud Tes. Maha'aretz asher hu yoshev bo tova himra, u'ma ha'arim asher hu yoshev behena habamachanim im b'mivsorim. Is it not guarded? Is it armed to the teeth and fortified? Okay. So these are the things that Moshe Rabbeinu asked them to investigate. At any rate, they were supposed to answer these questions that these instructions that Moshe gave them. Okay. So in other words, what's the fault of the Meraglim? Moshe Rabbeinu told them to do these things, and they're supposed to listen to Moshe Rabbeinu, right? Uma Pisham. So what was their wrongdoing of the Meraglim that they came back with this report. Moshe Rabbeinu asked them, "Go and see, is the land a good land or is it a bad land? Is it people that are strong or people that are weak? Is it fortified cities or is it open cities? What is it?" So they were just following the lead of Moshe Rabbeinu and reporting back what Moshe Rabbeinu commanded them to find out. So what did they do wrong, the Meraglim? Umachatosam kishe'amru lo efes ki oz ha'am v'he'arim b'tzuros gedolos. What was wrong with what the Meraglim said? They said, however, it's a land that's the people are strong and the cities are fortified. V'ki almanas sheya'idu lo sheker sholach osam. So the Ramban is jumping up and down over here with hyperbole. What they were told to go and give and on the condition that they give a false edus about Eretz Israel. What should they do? They should whitewash the whole matter. They should say everything is good and everything is good and everything is good. Moshe Rabbeinu instructed them to find out. And that's what they came back with, the report about what Moshe Rabbeinu asked them to find out. Okay. Now the Ramban says, and do not think that the wrongdoing that the Meraglim did in this matter was confined and restricted to this, that they said, Eretz Ocheles Yoshveha. It's a land that devours its inhabitants. That's not the only improper thing, uncalled for thing that they said. Kiterem sheyomru lahem kain hayam merivas kalev imahem. Because before they said that, they had a bit of a argument with Kalev over this matter. V'kein katuv achenu hamasu eslevavenu lemor am gadol v'rav mimenu. And so it says, similarly, our brothers have been their hearts have melted because of what the Meraglim have said, that they said that it was an Am Gadol, Ram Mimenu, and stronger and more exalted than we are. Okay. What? Ubekant ksiv linpo b'cherev nashenu v'tapenu iyu levaz. Here's another pasuk that they said in Yud Daled, Perik Yud Daled Gimel. And what exactly is the Ramban's point over here? Here it says, "Linpol b'cherev," to fall by the sword, our wives and our children. You levaz, they will be degraded. So I have a note over here that says that they were afraid because of the people, not because of what they said, that it's Eretz Ocheles Yoshveha. They weren't afraid about the land devouring its inhabitants. They were afraid about the strong people that were going to slay them with the sword. Moshe Rabbeinu Omar livneihem kedvorim ha'ela v'hiflig lehem v'chozek ha'am u'b'mipsar areihem v'koach anakim yesem ma'od mima she'omru hameraglim la'avosam. Kediksiv Shema Yisrael ata over hayom es hayarden levo l'reshes goyim gedolim v'atzumim mimcha arim gedolos b'tzuros b'shamayim im godol am godol v'ram b'nei anakim asher ata yodat v'ata shomat v'yisyatziv l'fnei b'nei anak. This is a pasuk that Moshe Rabbeinu said to Klal Yisrael in Sefer Devorim. This is the generation after the generation of the Meraglim, because they didn't make it. They all died in the Midbar and didn't make it into Eretz Yisrael. And Moshe Rabbeinu, let's take a look at this pasuk also. It's the Ramban is saying that Moshe Rabbeinu said even more than the Meraglim said in terms of extolling the strength and the fierceness and the power of the people that were there in Eretz Canaan, that the Klal Yisrael was going to have to go and conquer them. So don't blame the Meraglim, says the Ramban. Moshe Rabbeinu said words that would have scared them even more than what the Meraglim said. Take a look at this pasuk. This is a pasuk in Devorim, Perek Tes, pasuks Aleph and Beis. We don't know what the Ramban has up his sleeve. Is this right? Did I say correctly? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong sefer. Let me look in the right sefer instead of the wrong one. I was looking in the Midbar. Tes, beginning of Perek Tes. Look what Moshe Rabbeinu says to them. Shema Yisrael, listen, Klal Yisrael, ata over hayom. Today you're going to cross the Jordan River, lavo l'reshes goyim gedolim, and you're going to go and drive out and inherit the land from these goyim who are gedolim and atzumim mimeka. They're greater than you. They're stronger than you. Arim gedolos ubetsuros bashamayim. They have great fortified to the teeth cities up to the heavens. Am gadol v'ram b'nei anakim. They are great and exalted people of giants. Anakim is giants. Asher ata yodata. And you know about this because you've heard that it was said, "Mi yisyatzeb lifnei bnei anak." Who can stand up to the descendants of the giants? So the Ramban is continuing to fire away over here, and his point is that Moshe Rabbeinu said as much, if not more, than what the Meraglim said. And we know that Moshe Rabbeinu was never punished for anything that he did or said in the Mice of the Meraglim. The reason that he didn't go into Eretz Yisrael had nothing to do with his part in the Meraglim. It was a totally different story with the hitting the rock. Okay, so now after all this, what does the Ramban want? Okay, so I'm continuing the Ramban. He's still developing his point. Ve'im haya pesha hamaraglim v'chatosam b'zeh lama yaniya eslev b'neihem. Kaniya hamaraglim eslev avosam. Again, didn't catch that. If the pesha, the sin of the Meraglim and their wrongdoing in this matter, if they were in fact wrong in this matter, lama yaniya eslev b'neihem. They quote a pasuk further on in this in Sefer Dev. Okay, I'm not gonna dwell on that. Not sure what this Hamayaniya es lev b'neihem, what is that referring to? Yaniya hamaraglim es lev avosa. That's no, yeah, I see. Yaniya sounds like it's if the Ramban is saying like this, if it was wrong for the Meraglim to scare the people and tell them how strong the giants and all the people that were in Eretz Canaan was, and that scared all the people, and they gave up and cried and didn't go into Eretz Yisrael. So how come Moshe Rabbeinu said the same thing to their children? That's the question of the Ramban here. Without knowing exactly what this word Yaniya refers to. But that's clearly what he means. But another question. Ma tam l'Moshe Rabbeinu b'shlichus azos? What was the reason for Moshe Rabbeinu in this agency over here that he sent them? Ima aretz tova v'ha'am rafa arei tov. If the land is good and the people are weak, so we have a good situation. V'imra osha am chazak. But if the land was not good and the people are very strong that are living there, savur hu shiach ziram l'mitzrayim. What did Moshe Rabbeinu think that therefore he's going to bring them back to Mitzrayim because it wasn't going to be a well advised thing to go into Eretz Yisrael? What was going to be the result of the Meraglim coming back and saying the report that they have? If they come back with a report that says it's good, we'll be able to go in. Okay, yeah, fine, so good. But if they don't come back with a good report, so what was supposed to happen in that case? They can't go back to Mitzrayim. Aval. So these are all the questions the Ramban has asked, and now he starts to go the other way. Aval. However, Yishuv ha'inyan b'zeh, the resolution of this matter. Ki Yisrael amru kederech kol haboim lihilachem ba'eretz nachriya shesholchim lifneihem anoshim ladas hadrachim umavo he'arim ubeshuvam yelchu hatorim berosh hatzava lahorot lifneihem hadrachim inyan shenemar Herenu na es mavoy ha'ir. Usheyitnu lehem Eitza be'eze ir yelachmu tchila ume'eze sad yeh noach likboish es ha'aretz. V'kach amu befirish שישיבו אותנו דבר es הדרך אשר נעלה בו ואס הערים וכולי. Okay, so the first thing the Ramban says over here is that Klal Yisrael was saying, just in the way of going with Derech HaTeva, that this is the way that a nation does when they want to do war in a foreign country. So they send spies to find out what's the best battle strategy to do, where to go in, which cities are the best places to enter, that they could easily enter into the country, and et cetera, et cetera. The battle strategy. That's normal operating procedure for a nation. And that was what the Meraglim. Okay. And that much they said explicitly. Kloimar ha'arim asher navo aleihen tchila. Where's the cities that we should conquer first? That we should try to conquer first, and which where to enter the land from? Zu etza haguna b'kol kovshe aratzot. This is a proper etza in all cases of conquering of lands. V'kein asa od Moshe atzmo shenema v'yishlak Moshe l'ragil es yazer. Oh, the Ramban points out that if we take a look in further on in Sefer Bamidbar, we find that Moshe Rabbeinu did the very same thing. He sent out Meraglim. Let's see where this pasuk is. This is in Chaf Aleph Amud Beis. Oh, we're way past the time. Okay. We don't have any time. Okay. So we're right in the middle. We wish everybody a good day, a great day.
Good day, Rabbi.
A lot of hatzlacha in getting everything done. Bezrat Hashem.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Taking the sukkah down and putting everything away.
Yeah, got a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem.
My advice is to get somebody else to do it.
That sounds good.
Whether they're related to you or not.